Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Nick Gray from Phandroid, and welcome back to another smartphone camera comparison. In this video, I'm going to be comparing the Pixel 3a, which I'm using to record right now, and compare that with the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. Now, there is a big difference between these two devices. The Pixel 3a costs $400, while the Galaxy S10 Plus is a $1,000 smartphone. And that's typically what you have to pay if you want a flagship tier smartphone camera. But Google's actually changed things up this year by giving the Pixel 3a the same camera as the Pixel 3, which is regarded as being one of the best smartphone cameras currently on the market. But before we get into some side-by-side photo comparisons between these two smartphones, we're going to jump into the specs to see how the cameras actually compare. As far as hardware goes, the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus has the clear advantage over the Pixel 3a. On the back of the phone, it has three sensors: a 12 megapixel standard sensor, another 12 megapixel sensor with a 2x optical zoom lens, and then a third 16 megapixel sensor with an ultra-wide angle lens. And the two first sensors actually have optical image stabilization, but the third one does not. And then flipping things over to the front, you actually get two front-facing cameras, a 10 megapixel main sensor and an 8 megapixel depth sensor for those bokeh effect shots. As far as video recording goes, the main sensors on the back of the phone can record 4K video at 60 frames per second, and then the front-facing cameras can record 2160 video at 30 frames per second. In comparison, the hardware for the camera of the Pixel 3a is downright simple. You get a single 12.2 megapixel camera with an f1.8 lens and optical image stabilization, which can record 4K video at 30 frames per second. And then when we flip things around to the front-facing camera, you get a single 8 megapixel sensor that can record 1080p video at 30 frames per second. If we were simply comparing hardware, the Pixel 3a would definitely lose out in this comparison. But Google has a lot of software optimization that Samsung typically can't match. So let's take a look at some side-by-side photo and video comparisons to see how these two devices actually stack up. As you can see, the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus and the Pixel 3a both have incredible cameras. We typically like the colors that we get out of the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus a little bit more since they're a lot punchier and brighter, but if you take a closer look, there is much more dynamic range from the Pixel 3a, and that's to be expected with Google's HDR Plus mode, which is turned on by default. Also, in low light situations, the Pixel 3a really outshines the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus with the night mode and also simply the regular processing for the images. There's a lot less grain and a lot more color and clarity in those shots as well. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, which device you think has the better smartphone camera. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We've got more Pixel 3a coverage coming up with a full review in the next couple days. Thanks again, and we'll catch you in the next one.